Doing case study competitions should definitely be a part of anybody's MBA or even undergraduate business study. You definitely need to do it. Until you actually do the work yourself in a setting that mimics reality, you're not really learning the skills that you need. You cannot just think about it and read about it. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to make the Excel sheets. You have to do the calculations. You have to do it yourself, or else you won't learn it. Probably even more important than that is the fact that case studies are one of the best ways to meet professionals in the working world while you are a student, especially if you're someone who is new to business, who's changing careers, or who hasn't had a full-time job before. It's one of the best ways you can possibly find to interact with experienced professionals. I would say, however, that there are a lot of different case competitions out there, and you don't just want to do any of them, because any case competition requires a lot of time. So if you're going to do a case study competition, make sure that you research it, make sure it's a competition that matches closely with what you want to do, and that is going to give you the opportunity to learn, and make sure it's the right study to be spending your time on. I can say for myself that the ACG Cup was one of the most important things that I did in my 2 years at Baruch. It really solidified me on my path to understanding what I wanted to do. Without having done the competition, especially when I did it the first time in my first year of the MBA program, at that time I still wasn't exactly sure which way I wanted to go. And doing this case competition was a great way for me to really be certain that this was the field I wanted to be in, and I had to have that real experience to know that. This competition really required two, broad set of skills, one of which is the quantitative skills, the ability to model a company, to create a set of projections, and to look at all the different factors that go into valuing a company and structuring a transaction in a way that makes sense and that is realistic and feasible. The other side of it, of course, is the presentation skills, the ability to first of all, to present in a way that shows you understand the numbers and understand the work that was done, but also in a way that says you're comfortable with yourself, that you're the kind of person who can represent a potential buyer or seller of a company, and that you're someone who the client would want to engage, and basically that you can sell yourself and your abilities. So certainly the academic training I've gotten here at Baruch is certainly more to the quantitative side. Definitely it took a solid 4 semesters of work to get myself to the point, and myself and my team, to the point where we could complete a model of this kind of complexity and really be accurate and precise with our findings. But when you get to the final round of the competition, that every team is going to have the numbers pretty much right. There might be some differences here and there, but everyone's going to pretty much have the numbers right. And what the competitions like this come down to is the ability to sell it, the ability to sell yourself and to sell your work, and to come across both as knowledgeable and as competent, and being able to answer questions on the fly. I was really excited to participate in this year's ACG Cup because it's a really good simulation of middle market transactional finance, which is really my focus here at Baruch. I participated in last year's competition as well. We finished second, and I actually got my current internship through one of the judges in that year's panel. So I knew there's very practical applications for doing the case. But just from an academic standpoint, it really was a perfect match with what I want to do, which is dealing with middle market companies, usually privately held companies that want to sell their business or grow their business, or basically make those kind of sea changes that really drive businesses. I definitely think winning this competition will be helpful to me in the future. It's certainly to be on my resume for many years to come. I still have the materials that we used for the final presentation, which I absolutely will bring with me to every interview I go on, at least for the next few years. This kind of competition is a really great reflection of reality. So to be able to not only to participate in it, but especially to win it, really gives me a lot of confidence in my abilities, and it lets me know what is important, what to focus on as I go into becoming a professional in this field. It was absolutely crucial to me to have the experience of doing this case, of meeting the people involved with it, and really learning what matters and what doesn't.